Hey Legionnaires, and welcome back. We're with some more Rome 2 action for you today. As you can see, the Romans here, they're excited for it. We've got a glorious siege here sent in by a member of my Discord, and they were saying that this one is a low funds siege battle. So there's going to be maybe smaller armies or maybe just cheaper units. But I've been told it's still a very fun, action-packed battle, and shows that like low fund sieges can be pretty damn fun in Rome 2. I'm excited to see it for sure. On the attack here today, we have Pergamon, we have Messace or Numidia, and then we have Tylis, and they are taking on three superpowers really in Rome. And we've got Rome itself, we have Carthage, and we have Arverni also here. So yeah, three really strong factions against three pretty, I'd say like they're pretty mid-tier. I mean, maybe you could put Tylis like a bit higher up, but I don't know. We'll have to see. Hastati going to be seems like the main spammed unit here by Rome. Lately been hoplites waiting as well down here. We've got Syrian archers, still bringing really solid archers. What we've got here, we've got mercenary Iberian swords. These guys are getting focused down already, actually. But they're also just murking this Numidian light infantry. Wow, really damning volleys on that unit there. So this could be a really good one, that's for sure. I mean, Rome's got relatively cheap and decent units. Same with like Numidia. I see like these Desert Legionaries pretty solid and not like too expensive, but he's brought a couple of them. That's true. He seems like he's gone with a smaller, less spammy army. Pergamon seems like he's gone really cheap. He's brought a lot of Galatian swords, archers. Yeah, went really cheap to be honest. Even brought Cav. I feel like that's a bold thing to bring, but maybe they'll find some use for it. Tyres went a lot of like Celtic warriors. He seems to just spam those guys out. They are really light. Very vulnerable to archers. That's going to be the thing. Archers, I think, are going to have an absolute field day in this one. Because there's going to be a lot of armored units here today, I feel like. So we're going to see, yeah, a lot of units being killed off by missiles. Yeah, these Syrian archers here starting to get like shot at. They actually put fiery balls of justice out here, the rolling balls of death, but they're not really on a slope, so I don't know how much they're really going to work. They might honestly just roll back into the defenders just as much as they like damage the attackers. Celtic warriors up here, they're trying to do some jabby volleys down, but like I said, I don't know if I want to spend a lot of time on these walls if I was an attacker, because my units are on like the strongest, they're light, so you're not really going to be like you're going to get focused down by things like Syrian archers, really. I mean, taking some losses here and there. They're jabbing these Hastati pretty nastily, and they're actually going to cause the Hastati to come running up onto these walls, and they're going to have a bit of a wall fight. And this probably works in favor of the defenders as well. Like, light infantry that can be supported by archers against light infantry, they're going to win. So if the Roman archers keep up this volley of fire, they should be fine. It'll be interesting to see. I haven't seen any just yet. It'll be interesting to see whether the Romans have brought anything, or any of the other factions brought anything a bit more heavier on the defense, or they just kept spamming out the light stuff. I mean, I think they had about 9,500 or something like that in like to spend. So it's not a lot of money. Mercenary Italian swords here waiting. So yeah, I mean, you couldn't really bring a lot. I mean, if you brought like even like one O sworn, that's like a ninth of your money used up. Oh, bit of a. So we have the Numidians here getting off the wall. They sent those legionaries in. Those Desert Legionaries, I think, are worth like 700 or something. So quite expensive. They are pretty well armored. They're one of the only few heavy infantry units here, I think, on the battlefield, or very heavy, I should say. They are losing because of that archer fire. Archer fire is just so effective in Rome 2. And we've got a, is this a Peltas unit here? Yeah, Libyan Peltas. Didn't they maybe trying to set off the fireballs of justice? And those Celtic warriors have scared them off. And Rome now is preparing for a bit of a line fight here. Well, I'll say a line fight. I mean, it kind of is, I guess. They're just throwing jabbies at each other until they run out and charge in. And in they go. Fight on, men of Rome! Kill these damn barbarians. Yeah, I think we're at Alexandria. So it's a pretty solid map. Oh, there is some heavy stuff back here. Oh, African pikemen. Not too expensive. And then I think that's an O-Sworn. That has to be. It's the only very heavy sword they have. Oh, so they did bring a no sworn. I mean, I guess general units as well. Like the general unit for... There's probably going to be a no sworn unit for Arverni. They brought a Numidian rider. So, you know, and I guess these guys will have a no sworn general as well, like Tylus. And I think he's brought one. Oh no, he's brought one tribal warrior. I'm surprised he didn't spam these guys out. And he's brought a noble horse. He actually didn't bring a no sworn general, which I'm surprised about as well. He started though losing in this choke point down here. Don't know what is going on really. These guys just like trying to get off the walls or something. I don't know. Lately been Hoplites losing as well. That's not looking like a good choke point there. Fighting going on here. Hastati also getting beaten back here. So the Celtic Warriors. Everyone's losing. That is kind of how war goes. No one comes out a winner. Thin red line holding back these barbarians. I mean, they've got like Levy Freeman. Like, are they just there for support? Maybe, I don't know. But they're not going to do a lot. But they might want to throw them in sooner rather than later. Levy Freeman back there as well, preparing. The Carthaginian player seems like he is was making progress over here. Did kill off that heavy infantry unit, those legionaries, and he's killing off some of these light infantry. I don't know if he has the men to keep that push going. Numidian lights on the wall over here. I don't know what they're fighting. Oh, there is actually Carthaginian Iberian swords up there. They're just pinned up around the tower. I think those Iberians might get pushed back from there. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, they are shaken. They're starting to lose. Libyan Peltas trying to do a bit there. There's Hastati starting to wave and break, but so are these Celtic Warriors. But they have sent in a new one here. And I think that's what the Hastati didn't like. A fresh unit coming in, getting a good charge off on them. And I think, oh no, they've rallied. And now we've got Galatian swords coming in. So Pergamon now throwing in his weight against the might of Rome. See how many kills these guys are getting. I know you guys kept asking for like the units, like the amounts of kills they get to be up there. So I'll try and keep it up there. I mean, Hastati getting like 57 kills, 80 kills for those Iberians. They're doing pretty well. So I'll try and when we're not in cinematic mode, I'll try and keep that up there for you guys to have a look at. I don't think anything's going to get too insane kills though. It seems like each unit's going to kill one unit off. Like, the Society probably killed one unit, and now they're going to get killed themselves. I mean, they've now got archers on the wall over here. These, or not archers, slingers, to be precise. They've got some pretty good angles down here. Let's try and... I've got my own battle though going on. It's the battle with the wall. I'm trying to have a look, get the right angle. This is the angle they did have. They could just shoot into anything down there. Got a general moving up with Gemma Spears, which I'm surprised they didn't bring more of, to be honest. Pokemon. Well, not a Gemma Spears, maybe like Thurios or something like that. Bring a lot of them. They like with their sheer amount of javelins can do a lot of damage. I feel like in a low tier game like this. Galatians pushing through here. I mean, they are actually, you know, making some good progress here, and so the Galatians. Surprised they haven't gone for the gate really, like a ram or something like that. I'm just like that would have been a viable tactic. There's nothing over here defending it. There is a tireless tower that's trying to land, maybe. Failing though. I mean, there's a small little Hastati unit there defending, but that's not going to stop anything. And the Hastati look like they're actually surrounding units here. Okay. They've actually managed to surround all of these Galatians down here. Themselves, they could get counterflanked. They could be surrounded quite easily. And that could turn from a really impressive move by Rome to a very catastrophic one. And they're actually retreating. They'll lose a lot of men for retreating like this. I think it's because they try to flank around here. They were making some decent progress, and now it's not worked in their favor. Oh, and we've got Tylus now in amongst the archers down here. So Carthage's archers are being mauled. Green archers, though, yeah, starting to die pretty easily. I mean, they will be. We've got legacies here. I guess maybe just trying to pop some rallies for the defenders. Is this Astartes still holding for now? Galatian swords here, trying to throw all their weight behind that attack there. Levy Freeman being chased by Galatian swords over here. I don't think the Galatians have any worries about this unit. Levy Freeman should be easy dealt with. Stab them up, boys. Yeah, there you go. Levy Freeman broken just like that. Oh, and this isn't looking good at all. Front line over here being broken. You got the Hastati here. This is about to be decimated. The archers, poorly protected. They didn't even try and get these guys out of there. Like, the Cretans could now retreat out of combat. They don't need to stay in combat. There's a Levy Freeman in there, sacrificing itself. We've got a small... Oh, we've got an Eagle cohort up here. I thought this was going to be another Hastati unit. No, we have some heavily armored Romans now on the front line here, ladies and gentlemen. The Eagle cohort here, they should be able to deal with all these Galatians easily. Yes, if you're enjoying the Rome 2 content and would like to see some more, do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and comment, show support. It really does help out the channel. General charging the back lines. Why is he doing that? That's just broken up his own formation. And there's also caltrops here. He needs to be careful of those. I'm pretty sure, yeah, you can die to your own caltrops, that guy there. What an idiot. He just did that. Get out of there, guys. That was a silly idea. They are getting shot by slingers, but I don't think that's really going to do any damage. They've only lost a couple of guys of these Eagle cohort. Archers now on the side over here, where they're going to try and shoot into the side of these Galatians. I really don't know. Yeah, Pergamon breaking through pretty easily. Need to give these archers back. They could be important. You're just leaving them there right next to Pokemon's army. And here we go. We're seeing Desert Legionaries coming in now. Got some pretty good stats. 50 melee attack. Well, 47. 50 if they get that little chevron on them, though. They've got the heavy skirmishes as well with good missile damage. I mean, yeah, Numidia's a strong faction. Certainly is going to be pretty nasty. I wonder whether they're bringing this cab because they think like rear charges are going to be a much more effective thing in the lower tier game. I mean, the light horse, maybe, and Citizen Cav, maybe they'll do a pretty decent job. I don't know. We'll have to see. Eagle cohort, though, is standing its ground. And the Eagle standard still rises above the ranks of Romans. For the Senate people of Rome. Surprised they haven't set off those fiery balls of justice, but maybe. Oh, this as I said, this light horse here is just going to run into caltrops. Which, funny enough, these aren't what caltrops are like. They're just like small little spikes in the ground, which the Romans placed down. And they're actually anti-infantry, not anti-cav weapons. They did charge, get a pretty good charge on those Eagle cohort, but easily being dealt with. And the infantry hasn't followed up yet. Citizen Cav actually came in as well. And they've actually thrown in some Celtic warriors of Tylus's. What have we got over here? Another Eagle cohort. Wow, they really went heavy on the Eagle cohort. I'm surprised they didn't go for something a little cheaper. These guys are quite expensive. I think they're like 900 or something like that. They're quite expensive. They are good though. Granted, they might get a lot of kills here. More Galatians coming in to try and deal with these Romans. The weight class is just way in favor of Rome, though. Oh, but look at this. Pokemon's managed to get his Cavern behind. I think he's... Surely he's pulled through, I think, to get to that, maybe. I think, yes, but I'm not sure. Eagle Cohort down here winning decisively still, though. The Cav charge, pretty ineffective, it seems, on this heavily armored infantry. And now the Celtic Cav, the Citizen Cav, sorry, is starting to die. Yeah, the Eagle Cohort here really just unfazed by that. I feel like this is not the unit you want to charge. You want to charge, like, light infantry and stuff like that. But yeah, what we got over here? African Pike set up and got some Oathsworn. Oh boy, yeah, I think these are the remaining, like, elite units. I mean, we've got more Eagle Cohort. We've got Syrian Archers still alive. There might be more, I don't know. But we're starting to get to the heavy, nasty stuff that the defenders decide to bring. Rome is starting to die here, though. These Celtic warriors getting persistently charged by Citizen Cav. Starting to kill these Romans, breaking up that formation. And there you go, they're starting to waver and break, but so is the Cav. The Eagle Cohort can rally itself. I'm pretty sure they do have a rally ability, but I'm not sure. They certainly have something that can boost morale. I also think they have pretty decent morale. Let's have a look, because they have the Eagle. Base morale 66, yeah. It's pretty good. They ain't gonna break easily. Over on this side here, they are losing again. Is that because of Javies, maybe? I'm really not sure. Yeah, no different foe. I mean, they're a bit weaker than they were last time, but this is a weak unit. It's been thrown in by Pokemon. Yeah, the Javies now are doing a lot of damage because there's no units to cover them. The Eagle Cohort's in combat now. Here we go. Keep fighting on Rome. I mean, in a choke point like this, Roman legionaries will excel. Yeah, the combat even now. They probably will turn that fight around in their favor. The other Eagle Cohort was defeated there. I mean, it looks like this one will eventually be defeated. It's actually losing again. And it could get surrounded anyway. We have a Tribal Warrior coming up. That might be able to deal with the Eagle Cohort on its own, to be honest, by now. And it looks like, I mean, also, like, Masacely over here can just flank on around. There's just a lot of ways in, and I don't know if they have them all. They can protect them all. I mean, there's these pike units here. Could they stretch them out one by one? Potentially. I feel like they could. And they do have other troops over here. Well, they have got a General's Bodyguard. They're going to need some Oathsworn or something over here to protect this choke point because Masacely's on his way through. They're going to need something to protect here. Whether they'll get it, I don't know. Hopefully they'll realize, yeah, it looks like the General's going to be going in there. Spear Noble unit. Okay. Do you need to be careful, because I think you can flank through this little gap here, so they need to be careful and put something there, potentially. If they even dare to that. There's another Eagle Cohort going forward. Another fresh Eagle Cohort went forward. This, I don't think, was the right idea, Rome. I think you've got to accept you're defending your last defensive point now. There we go, the Romans going in. Going into another unit down here, chewing these guys up. We've got the General up here for Rome as well, and Carthage's General went in. I mean, he's got, if he went after the, oh, there's a lot of archers back here. Okay, I thought these were just the one slingers. Like, if he's going after the slingers, he's missed them. But he hit them. He's also going after the archers back here. And he could get a lot of kills on these archers, and this could be huge to saving his pikes. Yeah, he's managed to get a lot of them, actually. Wow, really nicely done. Did he rout them all? He's got... Yeah, I think he might rout them all. This one's wavering. It might go. That's huge. A really big win there. Taking about like 5 units. Nearly. I mean, no, that one did in fact rally, but still big win. Problem is that like every single sword unit in Rome 2 has Javi ability. It doesn't really matter. Eagle Cohort. Combat even. Currently is surrounded. The Romans, yeah, they're starting to die down there. They are getting some pretty nasty volleys of these Celtic warriors. So yeah, very nicely done. And what we got over here, Galatian swords, they're just going to keep firing at these pikes, aren't they? It's pretty brutal. But yeah, they've already lost a lot of men, from 120 down to 70. Yeah, that's a fair amount dead already. That's why I felt like they should have just had one unit here. But to be fair, actually, the other one's untouched. They'll still do some pretty decent damage to these pikes. They have put their Oath one over here. Not on the choke point I thought they put them in, because I was going to say, yep, Midi can just flank on around here. Just go through this little, like, plaza here. So it's better just to defend this one choke point here, I think, because then you're using less units. Yeah, they need to get back. Just get these guys back. Pikes here, standing strong, but they're getting hit hard. Maybe advance forward a little bit, but that might also be what Pokemon wants. I think that Roman unit's finally been killed off over here as well. The bold charge by Rome is, I don't think it was the right one. I don't think he's got any infantry left now, actually, because of that. It's a bit of a sad thing to see. If I was the Oath one, though, I'd probably defend up here. I'd defend this little choke point here, and then you can try and put archers up and try and support that fight. See whether Titus will engage that one. But yeah, right now they're just going to focus on these pikes. It's a pretty smart thing to do, to be honest. They're not going to engage you. Just keep shooting them down, and while you have the ammo, you can do it. That's why you can see that they were desperately trying to take out those archers. Most one here, they're chewing up the, I imagine they're chewing up these Desert Legionaries. They do in a normal game. Why wouldn't they in a low funds game? Spear Nobles, in fact, can engage now. He's cycling his Oathsworn, and I don't know if this is really working. I'm not sure. Seems like it is. Seems like he's killing a lot more of those Legionaries than the other way around. Yeah, they just need to just keep retreating until they get to this point here. Then they can just hold there. It's a much easier point to hold, because they're going to need some of those swords on the other side now. Keep poking away, boys. Keep poking away. And there you go. Galatian swords breaking. Seems like Titus is now going to make his push on this side. There's nothing really over here apart from that one Oath one, which might engage him. There's also Gallic Hunters. I think they're out of ammo. So, 102 kills so far, so they've done pretty well. The Pikes, 58 kills. Not great, that is for sure, but they've been focused down a lot. Oh, and the Oath one pushed out over on this side. Okay, they are winning, but they're going to get focused down hard here now by skirmishers. Yeah, Desert Legionary's getting chopped up by those Oathsworn. In come the volleys of Javies, and it's going to be killing half a dozen, maybe more, O-Swan each volley. Yeah, see them back there, just picking their targets, killing them all. There, oh, nice rear charge from the general of Numidia there, though. What a charge. He just charged into the spinner, was lost a lot there. Then charged into the O-Swan, got a good charge there. General has died, though, recently for Numidia, so that is a big, big problem there. And he still has a fairly decent amount of infantry that could just now break at any moment. There is a big breakthrough on this side here. As you can see, Pergamon is through, the pike's been dealt with. They're now trying to hold back the attackers with generals. I think the Legatus might be... No, he's still alive. Just. Carthage's general went in for a good charge. He's trying to hold them back now. Tylus is also through. Clearly this O-Swan here has been out-positioned, out-maneuvered. Don't know what he was doing. But now Tribal Warriors battling on against O-Swan and Syrian Archers, I guess. But they're not going to make much of a difference in this fight. They look like they still have ammo as well. They keep trying to use their bows. Got some Celtic warriors as well joining the fight over here. Lightly armored, but high-spirited. I think they know victory is at hand. Yeah, I don't know if the Romans lost his general just yet. There's a lot of O-Swan over here, though, just being tied down by one unit. They need to pull those guys back. Spear nobles over here trying to do their bit. Kebabbing men left, right, and center with those spears. They are wavering still a fair few of these Pokemon troops. So that's always good. Pokemon's general. He's alive. He's not been committed yet. Maybe waiting for the right moment. I don't know. General Far, Verni's losing those Spear Nobles. Tylus' general's in here now. He's a heavy cav unit. Very heavy cav. He's going after the Roman general, who's already in a lot of trouble. I think he might be dead. I think Rome might have lost his general now. The last of the bodyguard down here. Look at him. Marius being chopped off his horse. And that's Rome out, and I think that's most of the defenders out now. Arverni's the only one left. Carthage is gone. It's not looking good. And I think that's going to be a chain route there. Unfortunately, and I think that it's me. I don't know really if they did too much wrong. I think maybe Rome shouldn't have committed so many of his evil cohort to already losing fight. Like, he did okay at this one, but the other two I think just got wiped out. They were just like committed too early. Should have been kept back a little bit. And the defenders, I think, could have tried to like focus down units more on the wall. They should have kept the wall fight going a little longer, because that like combo of like archers and light infantry really works in the defenders' favor, usually in Rome too. A costly victory, that is for sure, for the attackers. This was sent in by Oversteer, who was playing as Tyler, so thank you very much, Oversteer, for sending this one in. So we'll have a quick look at his kills first. He got 1,100 kills. I mean, his range units, he had not getting many kills, not doing too much, really. But his swords, I mean, 70 kills for a Celtic warrior here. Another one getting 146 kills. And then his tribal warrior is getting the most kills, actually, getting 197. Oh, no, 261. Wow, that did very well. But yeah, 197, still pretty damn good. Then we have MP5 Noob playing as Pergamon. His cav, not doing too much, and I imagine costing a fair penny. Then 21 kills for his Galatian swords here. 88 for another one there. 72. 188. Some pretty good kills there. 207 with another one down here. Very, very nice. He actually got some pretty solid kills with his Galatians. So well done to him. Actually getting the most kills for the team. Then we have Olive Tree playing as Masasley. 154 kills with these heavy skirmishers. And then his legionaries, which I thought were going to do him a lot better, only getting 86 kills. These guys got, I imagine, a lot of archer fire focused on them. And then his like light infantry, 83 kills, 114 kills. And the slaves getting 62, which is not too bad for them. Then we have Munchie for Munchie playing as Carthage, 112 kills with the general's bodyguard here. Then 109 kills with his Cretan archers. His pikes 84, and then his Iberian swords getting 88 kills, 93 kills. Then the Italian swords getting 166 kills. Then we have Schmel Bob playing as Arverni, a really small army actually in comparison. Probably because of all these Oathsworn. Got 131 kills, 148 kills. His Freeman getting 71, his archers 152, and his Spearnow was getting 121. And then Drink That Syrup, bringing a fairly decently sized army. 112 kills with the Hastati, 121 with another, 156 was doing very well there. And then his Eagle cohort, 122, 170, 189, all doing reasonably well. His archers getting 161 kills, 177, 140 kills, getting the most kills on his team to Drink That Syrup. But there you go, guys. That is today's siege battle. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, do remember leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and a comment to show your support. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.